Hi everyone, welcome to Practice Problem Unearned-01. This one is going to put your knowledge of accounting for unearned revenue to the test. Here we go. On March 1st, Blue Devil Corp accepted a $40,000 cash advance from a customer to remain on retainer for consulting services for 1 year. There's no limit to the number of times the customer may engage Blue Devil Corp's consulting services, and the right to those services will expire at the end of the year regardless of whether Blue Devil Corp has ever been engaged to actually provide the services. So, record the journal entry for Blue Devil's receipt of the cash advance on March 1st, as well as any adjusting entries needed when Blue Devil Corp closes its books on September 30th. Take a moment, pause the video, try this out on your own, and when you're ready, come on back. I'll walk you through the solution. All right, welcome back. So we're going to start with that March 1st receipt of cash because there's nothing really fancy to that one. So March 1, what's going to happen is we got cash of $40,000. We received that cash in order to basically stay on retainer for a year to do services if needed. So this is ultimately going to be service revenue. However, we haven't actually performed the service yet. So we owe the service to the other party. That is a special liability called unearned revenue. When we owe a service or a product that will result in revenue, we just haven't earned it yet. We've still got to do the job, even though we've already been paid. And so that is our credit, liability, unearned revenue. You could have called this unearned service revenue if you wanted to be more specific. That would be fine. Now, the question then goes on to the more complicated piece. If the company closes its books on September 30th, what adjusting entry will need to be made on that day? Now, a lot of times when you have these unearned situations, it's on an item-by-item basis. So it could have been you received a certain amount of cash for 3 consulting sessions, for 10 tickets, for, I don't know, whatever. But it's some distinct number of things. Notice in this case, it said there's no limit on the number of times the customer can engage the consulting services. So there is no limit. There's no like, oh, you're on the hook for 5 services. You're on the hook for 10 services to divide this cost among. What there is a 1-year limit. You're on the hook for 1 year of services for $40,000 cash. So reasonably, you could say that, well, if you're on the hook for $40,000 cash for 1 year or for 12 months, right, the equivalent of a year, then that implies that you are on the hook for $3,333 per month. That's essentially what you're earning as part of this deal, $3,333 per month. Now, in this case, you took this cash advance on March 1st. It is now September 30th. So what's gone by? Well, the full month of March has gone by. The full month of April, May, June, July, August, and the month of September have all gone by at this point. So if we earn $3,333 per month, times 7 months that have gone by, then that means we have earned $23,300, and I'm just going to round this, $33 by the time we get to our year end. What we get to do at that point is say, hey, remember, we're at a year end. Any revenues or expenses from that year have to be recorded in that year. So we are going to take away $23,333 of that liability because we no longer owe that portion of the liability. We don't have a full year on tap. We've already taken care of 7 months of it. And we are going to get to record service revenue for that amount as well. The portion of the unearned that's going to be left, the difference between $40,000 and $23,333, that is the portion we still owe. Remember, only 7 months has passed. We're on the hook for 12, so we've got 5 to go. And that is still going to be a liability on our books in the unearned revenue account. However, the 7 months of revenue that we have earned, we get to put on our income statement telling investors that we earned it. All right, that was it for your accounting for unearned revenue practice problem. Hope you found this helpful, and I hope you join me for another video.